It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Clemson Tigers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Restate the state of Packlj and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. RPO complete to open the drive. The defense wouldn't let him lose it, even though it's a completion. They lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole, not good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Davidson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll set up to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to my playmaker. He does the rest. Gets in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Got a little grass. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Looking for a gap. It's Fuller. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching.
Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
And the Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touch.
Makes the grab in their space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Fuller. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up fourth down.
They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Here comes the heat. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got 6 yards on the play, second and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth.
Could be an alley. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Sellers. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. Timeout called by Clemson, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive from the 42. Makes a grab and room to run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Sellers to throw. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Sellers buys a little time with his feet. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job. Understand.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the left side. From deep in their own end, across the 50, plus territory, and finally out of bounds at the 47.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you...
Makes the catch and he's free. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Fuller. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything.
There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. Going to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Showing off the arms. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Throwing, Sellers. Buys a little extra time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Wide receiver comes in motion. 4th down, Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Coming out with it, it's Davidson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Snags a quick pass on the left. Still running at the the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Might have a chance. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts, and that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the D deny them on second and goal? It's complete. And that one did not work.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They want to throw it. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Fuller. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Davidson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Makes the grab in the corner.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drop. Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Here's Sellers to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After after losing a couple on that last play. Here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Extending the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking to pass. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home.
And spread! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Under fire. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some